you, your king, your prince, my queen, my bitch, your lips, your eyes, your hips, your thighs. We met tonight, I hit tonight. You been, I been, I hit it right. She dick, much ice. You smoke, I drink. I know you think that I'm alright. What's good tonight? Off the rip, look what I did. I made a 20 out of 25 cent. I got the enemy streaming my shit. I make a broad only like coochie like dick. Me and him, we ain't the same. He ain't got an ounce of game up in that brain. He love to try to throw smut up on my name. But when I see him, it be yelling gang gang. Like we homies, but we not. That respect don't hit the same when it's buck. When it get hard for you, it's fuck the world.
Yo. What's good? Armandito, Fire Emoji, Kala, Liliness, Studio Eden 805, FRA Lex, Philly, VH 805, Scrap Attack 62, Brandon Moore. Thank y'all for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Studio Eden says, yo. Grambino says, what does that say? Bing. Is that what that says? Your Yo, I gotta fix this. Your favorite Hebrew up in here. I will now be... Let me just switch over to that side. Sorry, I'm just being lazy. I can do it over here. Your favorite Hebrew up in here. I will now be calling all the future shows like WrestleMania. I got the cowboy hat and everything. That's what HN. I was like, what's HING? Okay, I can see it now. Grambino740 in the chat. What's good? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Jay Riley in here. Scoots201. Armandito, I see you with the sparkles. Studio Eden says, yo, thank y'all for joining. The name Uno in the chat. CTC Radio, we are the only radio station playing 805 hip-hop and R&B and bringing you 805 news. My name is Lord Sanctus, God of the Coast. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget that. Philly with the zombies in the chat. I see you. Thank you for joining. Brian Moya Photography is in the chat. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Big Rated Don is in the chat. What's good? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think we got to go to court, y'all. I think we got to go to court.
Order in the court.
Shit has been getting out of hand, y'all. Shit has been getting out of hand. Grambino 740 says, I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went... Stop, not doing the lyrics. The name Uno laughing. Yeah, we got to have court.
Order in the court.
Yeah. Shit has been getting out of hand all day long, y'all. So I wake up, minding my business, going about my day. You know, trying to earn money, being a productive American citizen. And I see my phone going on. Bing, 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 bing. I'm like, what the hell, yo? What is going on over here? And then I get a text from Jay Riley, and Jay Riley is like, yo. Jay Riley says something to the effect like, did you see this beef going on, man? I hope that you're like staying out of this beef. You know what I'm saying? Casey family in the chat. Emmanuel Sings is in the chat. What's good? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. I hit him back. I'm like, yo, what beef? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I have a sense of what it might be because my phone's going off and I'm being alerted that it's FG Thriller. So FG Thriller has, for the past 30 days, he's only wanted to talk to me about one thing. So I had a feeling what it was about, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't exactly sure. And so Jay Riley's like, yo, Uno and FG is going at it on the story. I was like, man, I'm like in the middle of work, so I didn't really have time to check it out. But I get off work and I get into it. I start diving into it and I'm like, oh my God. First of all, FG's coming at me For those that don't know, FG Thriller is an artist out of Lompoc, California. We play a lot of his music on this radio station. The name Uno is an artist out of Ventura, California. In that area, we play a lot of music on his music on this station as well. Big Ray with the popcorn, Philly with the devil horns, the 805 Shroom Shack in the building. Music is key, says LMFAO, and it begins. And it begins. I mean, it ain't too serious, yo, but I definitely have to say my piece on this because it's gotten out of hand. I don't think it needs to be this serious, but I got to give you all the background and the context before I can get into how I feel about things. I'm going to give you the background first, then I'm going to play some music, and then I'm going to give you how I feel about things. And hopefully FG calls in. You know what I'm saying? He's still welcome to call in. We can talk about it. We can do some things in real time. But, so I finally get off work. I get a chance to dive into the drama. And I'm just like, yo, this is fucking crazy. The kid is in the building. What's good? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. FG's throwing accusations one way. And the name Uno wasn't really throwing accusations, so I ain't even gonna say that he was, you know what I'm saying? But he was definitely defending himself. How about that? How about that? The kid says, Ninja Clan baby, I see you. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind.
Hell yeah.
And they going back and forth. They're going back and forth and back and forth. And you know what's crazy? I realized this. This is the first time I have ever seen people argue on Instagram story. I never seen that before today. So I felt like I was like right in the middle of the argument. I felt like I was like, one side I'm looking is Uno, one side I'm looking is FG. I was in it. I was like, when niggas was dissing each other, I was rolling on the floor. Like, I felt really involved. I felt really engaged. That's like a new interactive form of arguments. I love and hate that shit at the same time. But yeah, that was the first time ever in my life I see two people argue on Instagram story. So thank both of y'all for that experience. But I think it's out of hand, man. I don't think it needs to go that far. You know what I'm saying? I know that things were said, but at the end of the day, when we unpack this all, this started with the Kendrick and Drake battle and us just saying our opinions about the battle. And that's not worth fighting over. That's not worth walking a nigga down over. That's not worth putting a nigga up in the pack and smoking him. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth none of that. Because Drake and Kendrick are still gonna go on after niggas is rolled up in the pack. And shit'll just be, you know what I'm saying, for nothing. The name Uno says it's not worth meeting God over. Music is Key says started with something that has nothing to do with him, bruh. The name Uno says because that's where we taking it. Music is Key says like why is this a thing? And the Grambino 740 says all of that. Yeah, 100%. Like you have to understand from my perspective, what FG Thriller is not telling you is that for the past 2 weeks, he has tagged me in over 200 posts about how Kendrick is the greatest and Drake is the worst. At least 200 posts. Every day, my phone is going off and I'm being tagged by FG Thriller about this battle. And I don't respond. Until 2 days ago, I got tagged in a long ass post that I felt was kind of attacking my character a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like based on his beliefs and based on his fandom for Kendrick Lamar. So I told him, I was like, I'm going to respond to this post tonight on CTC radio. I'm not finna do the back and forth with anybody on Instagram story. I have this platform for a reason. You want to know what I have to say? You want to hear what I have to say? You can meet me here, 6 p.m. every night, Monday through Friday. I've been doing this shit for a couple years now. So, if we gonna make content, let's make content. You feel what I'm saying? Black Barbie the Brat just joined. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. If we gonna make content, let's make content, right? Like, that's where I'm at with it. Grambino says, listen, nothing screams credibility like tagging someone repeatedly in something that says the same thing. Thank you. So I got tagged in like 200 posts in 10 days regarding this Kendrick and Lamar battle. And FG is trying to convince me that Kendrick is the savior of the world, and that if you don't listen to Kendrick Lamar, then you're not a moral person. And so that led me to do kind of a short video essay about what we have learned from this battle. And part of what we learned, what I said, is that this won't age well, and I don't think it's good for hip hop culture. And I think that struck a negative chord with FG Thriller. And so he continued to tag me some more in about 50 more posts about how great Kendrick is and about how terrible Drake is. T Rich is in here. He says Kendrick equal Diddy. He beat up Whitney. And this is part of my whole thing that I don't like about this battle. Like, these kind of salacious theories without any proof, I think is bad on both sides. And I feel like putting that in a catchy tune has opened the door for everybody to accuse everybody else of everything. And when you combine that with having fascism creeping into the country, it's gonna get ugly. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get ugly. So I don't like that on either side. But my whole point was, I said it's bad for the culture because it's gonna radicalize people and it's gonna cause people to behave like FG Thriller is behaving now. Meaning that, like, I don't care about this battle. I don't give a shit about it. I don't think about it outside of being tagged in these posts. Like, it has no bearing on my life. I talk about it on this show because this show is entertainment. That battle is the biggest thing going on in entertainment, so I talk about it on the show. But, like, do I care? Am I invested in the battle of Kendrick versus Drake? Absolutely not. I'm invested in connecting the coast. Everybody knows what my mission is. Like, I'm very clear about it. I'm very transparent about it. I don't have to spend my energy playing other artists' music. I don't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that when people see me do things like this, they think that I'm coming from a place of, like, begging and scraping and hoping somebody will just watch the show and make it go viral. No, I'm not doing that for any of that. Like, the reason I do this show specifically, the reason that I do Connect the Coast specifically, is because our existence, our creative energy needs to be documented in history, and no one else is gonna do that shit. If somebody came to the 805 and was like, yo, what is the historical timeline of hip hop in the 805? No one would be able to answer that question if it wasn't for this platform. You know what I'm saying? And a couple others. I'm not gonna say I'm the only one doing it. Like, shout out to D Tragic. You know what I'm saying? But that's not a visual platform. That's an audio platform. But he is doing it, and there are other people doing it too. But, like, that's my main thing, is like preserving our history. And if anybody really takes off from the scene, then you can look back and see where they came from. You know what I'm saying? Because if you doing anything, if you got any kind of motion at all whatsoever, we've probably covered you on this show. You know what I'm saying? So there'll be some sort of lineage where you can come back and see what's popping. I'm not doing this to be right. I'm not doing this to, like, fucking prove a point. I know I'm right. I said this the other night. Like, I've seen enough life, I've seen enough history to know that I will be right. Like, history will prove me right. I don't need to be right in the moment. I don't need to go with what the public says to feel validated. Like, I'm just giving you my opinion. And that's why I think this whole thing is crazy. I think this whole thing is so crazy because it's getting out of hand when you're putting that much energy into two artists who you don't know, two artists who don't care about either of us, when you could be putting that much energy into your music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that. And then for you to be upset about, and this is respect too. Like, I still don't have a problem with FG Thriller, man. I really don't. Like, this is not anything for me to fight with anybody about at all. But I don't like that. Digital content creator, what up? Luigi, what up? Neighborhoods of Cali is in the building. They say fake news. Capone put it down for Lompoc. Stevie Chu's in the building. H. Lee is in the building. T. Shahid is in the building. What's good? L. Hippie 805. What up? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Yo, we had to take him to court for a second.
Order in the court.
The big thing that I don't like about this is that you're saying that I did some disrespectful shit by talking about you when you're not here. But the problem I have with that is I told you I was going to go on air. I told you when I was going to go on air. I told you how to call me to get on air. I do this every night at the same time, Monday through Friday. You could check DM. I'm not going to like expose DMs or anything like that because it's not that serious. But like, you know that I said, I'm going to respond to this on the show. You said, can I come on? I said, yeah, come on. I'll be on. Call in at 6:30. Call my phone and I'll put you on. We talked about that. So for you to then say that I'm disrespectfully talking about you when you're not here, when you know when I'm going to be on and you don't show up. Now, if you have to work, that's cool. Selfish Clothing is in the building. What's good? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. If you have to work and you can't make it to the stream, that's fine. But then I'm not going to not say what I think because you can't make it to the stream. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to change the schedule up of the show for anybody, and I'm not going to like not speak my mind just because someone else is not here, especially if I'm not saying anything disparaging about you. I'm just responding to what you've been saying about me. Mind you, if you tag me in 200 posts and I don't respond to any of these 200 posts, you're kind of having a conversation without me being there in public. Is that not true? Can we not say the same about that? Like, if you tag me in 200 posts and I don't read those posts and I don't have time to read those posts because I'm not as invested in this battle as you are, then you're having a conversation about me without me being involved. To your audience, who I don't know who they are. I don't know how that's affecting their appearance of me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to just let it rock. Stevie Chu's laughing. Michael Montoya 96 is in the chat. What's good? Thank you for joining. So I don't like that narrative that like I disrespected you because I had a conversation about what you tagged me in on my show. You feel what I'm saying? And you had the opportunity to show up for whatever reason you didn't show up, and that's fine. But you're the one that cares about this battle in this way. I don't care about this battle in this way. So if you care that much, then you got to show up. If you don't show up, then you can't say, or you can't act like you're being victimized. You know what I'm saying? Grambino says, what job allows you to write all day long about a battle instead of work, with the thinking face emoji? And then Grambino says, okay, but Diddy really did that shit. Allegedly. Don't get me shut down on this stream. You know what I'm saying? But I hear you though. I fully hear you. So yeah, that's my biggest issue is like you started, FG Thriller started this conversation by tagging me in 200 posts about this battle. And then when I finally responded, he got mad because he didn't come to the stream to defend his position. And so it's like, it's one of those things where you can't get mad at, I don't feel like it makes a lot of sense to get mad at me over a conversation that you started, and all I did was respond to what you said. And I didn't say anything disparaging about you at all. I don't think Uno said anything disparaging about you, if I'm being truly honest. Like, I can't recall Uno saying anything negative or disparaging or downplaying you during that chat. During that stream. I have to watch it again. But for y'all to get to this level that I'm seeing today, like, I don't feel like anything was said that warranted that. You know what I'm saying? And like, again, I'll say what I saw. It looked like Uno was defending his position and FG Thriller was kind of antagonizing, because I was getting tagged all day too, like by FG. So you're the one starting this conversation. You can't be mad. You can't be mad at the way in which people choose to reply to you. You know what I'm saying? If they decide to reply at all. F Selfish Clothing says, "Damn, not Thriller. I'll talk with him." Yeah, Shavo. I said Shavo. My bad. Shav. Like fucking. I don't even think it's that serious, man. I just like, I think for whatever reason, FG is like super invested in this Kendrick and Drake battle, and he doesn't like how I feel about it. And it's not that serious to me. I'm not losing no sleep over this battle at all. It's not like that. Race Matters, what's good? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Phyllis Driller says, calling people out their name in the name of Kendrick it's wild. Like there's no other definition for it. Like I don't want to make you mad, but I have no other FG. I don't want to make you mad, but I have no other word for that except for wild. It's wild to go this hard for somebody who I'm going to stand by this and say, you don't know him. You know what I'm saying? And you admitted you don't know him. You say you know him through his music, but to me, what I hear is you don't know him at all. You never met him, and you say you know his music and you know his catalog, but I can promise you that does not paint the entire picture of who he is as a man. I'm not saying he's a good person or a bad person. I'm just saying, like, we shouldn't pretend that we know people based on the art that they create and how we connect to their art. So thank you for that heart. I appreciate that. Selfish Clothing says, okay, I thought it was some static. I mean, it's static between him and Uno, but like, and I think that should calm down. So if you want to talk to him about that, that's cool. But it's not static between him and me. It's just, I just don't agree with what he's saying at all. You know what I'm saying? Stevie Chu says, someone need to just take the J. Cole route. I think everybody need to take the J. Cole route, bro. Honestly, like, this shit is not that serious. Dirto the guy says, I'm just here to see if good buddy really want that smoke. Dirto. Oh, that's Dirto. That's what's up. Philly with the ups. We played your music on here too, Dirto. What up? Thank you for joining, man. Please share the stream. I know you just here to see what the smoke is, but please share the stream if you wouldn't mind, my guy. It ain't that serious, y'all. I'm telling you. Philly says, keep it rap. It could go up. Name Uno says, this nigga is Wild Thornberries. The name Uno says, this nigga's crashing out over Kendrick. I'ma crash out with him. I just feel like, yeah, like this is not a crash out situation. This is not a
order in the court.
This is not a crash out dummy situation. I repeat.
Order in the court.
This is not a crash out situation. It's not that serious. Like if y'all going, I mean, not Uno don't need to hear this, but FG, if you gonna crash out for anything, crash out for yourself, bro. Crash out for your music. You know what I'm saying? I've said this many times on the stream that I think Turn You Up is one of the best songs from the coast. I've said that many times. Crash out for that. Philly says, kicking it, gang. Dirto says, what up, gang? Philly says, not for Kendrick. Exactly, not for Kendrick. Studio Eden says, y'all just need to do a celebrity boxing match. Donate the proceeds to Gaza Aid and then both come out on top. I don't even think there needs to be no violence, man, at all. Like, niggas just don't have to be friends. You know what I'm saying? And niggas don't have to agree at all. I don't think that, thank you so much for that sub, Studio Eden. The name Uno says boxing match with the question. Like, I don't even want to see that. I'm gonna be real. I don't want to see the Uno and FG boxing match. I'm not interested in it. I just feel like niggas could just not be cool with each other and leave it at that. Like, but the name Uno says MMA match with the question mark and the Soldier Boy voice. MMA match. Yeah, man, it's wild. Like, I will say, like, another thing that really bothers me is that, like, anytime I have gotten into a disagreement with an artist, it's always over shit that's like this small. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always support, like, I don't think anybody can say anything about, even everybody that doesn't like me at one time was supported by me, for sure. Like, I played their music on the station, I've shared their content on Connect the Coast, and if they don't like me, then they fucking, it's on them. It's not me. Like, I have one singular mission, and I have stuck to that mission. And so I don't think FG doesn't like me, but I do think for him to go this hard, when all I've ever done is support him, is a little wild as well. This nigga Uno says, I ain't reading that one. This nigga Uno says, this nigga got me hot. I run faster than him. I'm better than him. I'm better than him in life, with the laughing emojis. Dirto the guy with the laughing emojis. The name Uno says, I'm Michael, he Tito. Grambino 740 says, Uno, did you just say I run faster than him? Studio Edia's brushing teeth better than have me rolling. The name Uno says, I'm LeBron, he Kendrick. None. Oh my God. Yo, T Shahi says, exactly, Stevie Chu. Casey Family says, Uno said he put on deodorant better than him, with the laughing emoji. Philly laughing. Casey Family laughing. Garrick Niffin is in the chat. Whoa, what's good? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Stevie Chu said, I'm drinking a lemon drop at the bar, crying laughing. I love it. I love that shit. Selfish Clothing with the 100. Kristen Kawaguchi just joined. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. H.LG says, Uno the fake Crip. Look, y'all, this is why I'm saying, yo, like, I need no crash out modes in this vibe. I need no crash out modes in this chat over a Kendrick and Drake beef, y'all. That is the craziest thing in the world. Like, downward spiral indeed. That nigga I'm not even reading these no more. Music is Key says, crazy it takes all this for people to get on the stream. It's always, that's all people want to see is the tea, y'all. Like, I don't want to hear no more that we don't make good enough content. I don't want to hear that, because anytime it's tea, niggas come with their pinkies out ready to sip. That's it. Like, niggas want the tea. I'm not finna turn into a TMZ of the coast. I'm not finna do it. But y'all gotta take a look at yourselves to see, because y'all niggas be in here for the tea. That's a fact. Niggas don't be showing up for their own music. They don't show up when I play their own music, but niggas will show up for the tea. That's really funny. Dirto says, buddy, gotta chill. I see that. Music is Key says, but yeah, downroll spiraling, it needs to heal. Grambino says, sassafras. Yo, I'm done. Yo, that's where I stand, y'all. Like, I'm just responding. I'm always gonna speak my mind on this platform. I'm not finna down talk nobody. I'm not finna get involved in no beef. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Connect the Coast is called Connect the Coast for a reason. Shout out to Marquis. And that's what I'm really trying to do. That's my one mission. You know what I'm saying? Now, we may have disagreeing opinions. I offered FG the chance to come on the show again today to speak his piece. He said he had to work. So I say again, if it's not that important to you to show up, but it is important to you for you to go that hard, then you just got to accept the way that I'm going to respond to you, because I got to work during the day, and I'm not finna go back and forth all day on Facebook and Instagram talking about this battle. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's not my wave. That's not my vibe. The name Uno says, count out the Lord for trying to keep shout out to the Lord for trying to keep the peace. It's always love with you, fam. No, it's always love. You know what I'm saying? Even if like I said, I don't believe that everybody has to get along. You know what I'm saying? I don't like a lot of niggas whose music I play. I'm gonna be 1,000% real. But it's not about that for me. Like, I don't think we have to get along. I don't think we all have to be friends. I'm cool with not being friends. I'm in this for the music. And that was my point to FG, is like, I think we as listeners should be listening to the music in the Kendrick and Drake battle. I don't give a fuck about the Easter eggs. I don't give a fuck about who is morally better, who's morally superior. Like, I'm not in it for that. I'm not listening for that reason. You know what I'm saying? And like, I treat the coast the same way. Like, if I fuck with your music until you give me a reason to not fuck with you as a person, I'm just gonna support you on the coast. That's how I feel like, you know, until you give me a reason not to. Once you give me a reason not to, then it's over. I think FG has not yet given me a full-on reason to not support him, but that's just where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it should be about the music and nothing more. Because when we start getting into how people are, people's character and how they are, and like, oh, I relate to them as a human and I know them as a human. Niggas thought they knew R. Kelly till they didn't. You know what I'm saying? Niggas thought they knew Diddy till they didn't. So, I just don't think it's a good idea to be like tying your identity to your favorite artist. Mariah Lene, what's good? Soko, I can't even pronounce that, but thank you for joining. Retro J805, Bear Me Bros, thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Casey Family says, damn, I'm guilty as fuck. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna say what's real, but I'm not mad at anybody. Like, but niggas have never tuned in when I play their music. Niggas only tune in for the tea. And so I just don't want anybody to continue to say that we don't make good enough music, we're not invested enough in our career. No, it's not that. It's that y'all niggas prioritize drama over like building culture. I'm trying to build culture out here, and I've always said, like, I don't think you have to rock with me to build the culture out here, but you need to rock with somebody that's building the culture out here, whether that's Uno, whether that's myself, whether that's Underground Magazine, whether that's Capsule Talk, whether that's 203 Studios, whether that's whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like, invest in the culture out here the same way you invested in that Kendrick and Drake bullshit. That's what I'm saying. Grambino says he could write while he works, can't talk while he works. Also, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Grambino also says we don't have to be on each other's Christmas list. We just can make money together. That part. Luigi says bro thinks he's Mr. Morale. The name Uno laughing, Philly laughing. Luigi says parasocial behavior. That's it. Grambino actually said that earlier, and Luigi, you nailed it. It's parasocial behavior. That's a fact. Chris Dollar says, what's good, everyone? What's good, Chris Dollar? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. And that parasocial behavior is exactly why I say that this battle was bad for hip-hop culture. I'll repeat myself one more time. I think this battle was a good moment for internet culture. I think the battle was bad for hip-hop culture because I don't even know if it was good for internet culture, because I do think this like level of fandom, taking this level of fandom and fanaticism to the next level, I think that's part of internet culture and less about hip-hop culture. But I just think all around, like, if it was more just about the bars and the music, I would be here for it. But it's not. Like, the things that people are resonating with in this battle is just bringing the worst out of people, and I don't like it. And that's why I said this is bad for the culture in general, FG. But it's love, man. It's all love. Tyrese Reed is in here. What's good? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. X7 Spam just joined the chat. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. The name Uno says, I want to get this out the way because there's some confusion. He came at me about saying this statement about someone who supports him over someone that does was wild. Not about Kendrick and Drake. I don't give a fuck about these niggas. They don't pay my bills. I'm better than them niggas also. And I get what you're saying. So Uno's saying that, like, Uno was over there just minding his business. And like, Uno comes on this, Uno's in the chat like almost every day. Uno is in this stream, in this chat almost every day. And I've always said that if you watch this show, I want to build a comfortable environment for everybody in the chat to say what's on their mind. You know what I'm saying? If I bring up a topic I want the whole chat to feel like they can say what's on their mind, whether we agree or not. And I'll say if I don't agree, but I'm not finna like berate you. I'm not finna talk no shit about you. I'm not finna try to get you out of the chat. None of that shit. Like, but I am gonna speak my mind, and I'm gonna allow the chat to speak their mind. So if Uno showed up and is speaking his mind about the topic that we're talking about, and he's not being disrespectful, he's entitled to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you don't show up, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. You can't blame nobody else about that. Selfish Clothing says, arguing over someone they never met, not enough time in my day. I feel that. Casey Family says, I hear you. Respect. Wildflower, the artist, just joined. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. I'm going to play a couple songs, y'all, and then we're going to talk about this Diddy shit. Y'all, I don't know if you have seen this video of Diddy putting the beats on Cassie, but it's just like, whew, it's hard to look at. That shit is super hard to look at, but we're gonna talk about that in just a second. If there's anything you like me to play, let me know. It's just $5, Cash App or Venmo. Our Cash App's Connect the Coast, our Venmo's Connect the Coast 2021. Make sure you put the name of the artist and the title of the song in the chat, so I play the right thing. But I got you. Philly says, if you call someone out their name over industry rap beef, you got to evaluate what's really important to you. Keep it rap talk. Niggas not into that weird shit. We sending Addy. I don't agree with the last sentence, but the whole first half, Philly, I 100% agree with you, bro. Like, yeah, it's just not good to crash out over people that you don't know, especially knowing that they would not ever crash out over you. Uno says gang shit. Grambino says, never pick a fight with a comedian. They are fast and their jokes are funnier. That part. Let's get into it. First up on CTC Radio. I don't know if I want to start here.
Yeah.
Love to Contra, but I don't know if I want to start here because we're not going to get to play a lot of music tonight. Let's do this. These guys are always keeping it positive. This is Milestone, Green Hill, CTC Radio, the only radio station committed to
This is a funny ass opening line. I'm
Hell
really the first
yeah.
verse on this motherfucker too.
Ate the booty from the back, call that a milestone. Got my style on, lime coupe on the ride home. I fly low to avoid all of my foes. I buy dro, then I smoke till my mind gone. Why
Hell
lie,
yeah.
bro? I be dope when I rhyme poems. West Coast nigga tryna cope with the time zone. I'm on tour, but I'm missing her when I'm gone. Boy, I've been a soldier tryna kiss her through the iPhone. She was always meant to be my angel, and that's why I rub and kiss her when I bend her at an angle. If I could buy her love, I could get her on the payroll, but I don't wanna pay though. She could say no, but if she really wanna fuck with me, I'ma let her stay though. See it in her eyes that she wanna see my name blow up till I'm dripping
Hell
on
yeah.
you niggas. Get a raincoat.
Music been my lady since I was a baby. I listened to it daily, but I started talking back when she played it. My favorite when she made a hip.
H. Lee says, this music is lame. This is why we need Kendrick. Man, you always hating in the chat, man. Always. Let me see. Pop Mew Relic says, someone clip that. These guys are always positive. Stranger with Bangers just joined and says, these guys fuck. These guys fuck. I like that. Strangers with Bangers says, that Jordy dude is always horny. Hilarious.
Unless she into the hype, best of the
Hell
best.
yeah.
She wanna be my wife, rest in my chest for the rest of my life. Come on, music, we can make this. Fuck the fake shit. Here's a ring, babe. Will you take this?
Senorita, I can meet you, kick her feet up, move the seat up, had her moan and call it Lisa, stacking bread, no pita, looking hella cute, other people wish they could be us, roll a
Hell
Dutchie,
yeah.
getting comfy, that ain't my bitch, that's my puppy, homies got my back like DJ, pulling up in the Humvee like these days, out of nowhere, all these girls wanna fuck me, word to Kentucky, soul food in a bold move, needle on the player, started spitting the cold groove, body feeling warm, soft skin and it's so smooth, I'm not trying to tie the knot, but I'm bringing the rope, boo, I'll show you.
Oh, hell in the green room. I hope when we callin' it rings true. All in all, it's all love. I hope you pick up. I hope you see that I put meaning in every song. Like what you gon' do when you meet yourself and you learn you only dream when you sleep and sound. We could be the company you keep around. No pressure, homie. Yeah, I'm just thinking aloud. Yeah, I'm just.
The name Uno just joined. The name Uno says, I seen no boy was saying something on here, but was private. Who you talking about, Uno?
Hit it, I'm a windbreaker groupie. Always gotta have one tied around my waist real loosely. I'm clumsy like I'm sipping off a roofie. But I'm real cookie choosy, so I'm only fucking if she can roll my doobie. Get high, relax, and I take her to the movie. Roll through to the crib, leave some hickeys on the boobies. Call me Cookie Monster, cause I'm kissing on a coochie. I'm a rabid dog when I hate it from the back. Yeah, I thumb up in the booty. After I nut, I roll out like it's sushi. Breaking shawty's heart just so she can sue me. Grab the rubbers off the desk, call him Luffy. Double XL, Magnum punching his goofy.
Yes, sir. CTC Radio, the only radio station committed to the coast. That's Green Room. Green Hill. I'm sorry, that's Green Room meets Orchid Hill, and it's called Green Hill. That joint's called Milestone. I'm trying to read at the same time. The name Uno says, oh, Hugh, yeah. He said, this nigga a weirdo. He ain't speaking now. Jordy just joined the chat. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. The name Uno said, fake. What? Yeah, I mean, yo, he gotta atone for his own words because he's always hating. I don't know what that is about, but he is always hating in the chat. Jordy says, seeing this Uno and Thriller back and forth got me fucked up. Yo, you just missed me addressing the whole thing, but like the long short of it is, it's not that serious, bro. It's not that serious. Uno knows where I stand about it. FG Thriller, I don't know. He will, if he watches this, he'll know where I stand. But like, to go that hard for somebody who you don't know, I think Uno was just defending himself, and I'll never disparage anybody for defending themselves. But for FG to go that hard for Kendrick to me it's his right to do that. I just don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Especially like all we're doing is saying our opinions and we're not even like saying anything disrespectful. So Jordan Madera says, oh shit fam, shit, thanks for sharing our music. Come on, I do it every day, bro. Every day I'm sharing the music just like this right here. This is my joint. These are the homies out of Oxnard, OGT Blackie. It's called Cloud Talk. I love this song.
We can go right now. First class with the window. I'm neither. Honey got me pissing in the
What it is, what's good, what's up? Where you going, baby girl? I'm trying to beat that down. When you're back out in your parents' room with your little brother snacks while we go another round. Blue through one, about to burn another house. Biggie little bitch trying to go a third round. And face man, bitch, but I smack down. That's her cheese getting beat down. And treat the bitch like a Jordan I spark.
Monet is in the chat. Hey, what up?
T-strap at that armor. Tiki but green thumb just like a farmer. Tiki but playboy bunny like Hugh Hep. Send me that Addy, I'ma pull up type shit. Put your grip tight like a 40 with a new grip. Love how you talk that shit when I'm in it.
Always talk about type shit, trying to see type shit you on right.
Pop Me Relic says, this the one from OGT. Now this shit go too hard, bro. I love this song.
All right now, smoke all right now, no spot, we can go right now. Right now. First class with the window, I'm neither. Honey got me pissing in the
Run it back, ain't done yet. Got her legs in the air, watch the sunset. Tryna make a little movie type shit. Roll a joint where you ride dick type shit.
Neighborhoods of Cali says, city, they from Oxnard, yo.
Shit. Send me that Addy, I'ma pull up type shit. Give me brain trying to read your conscience.
Jordan Madero says, we gotta hit that Chinese joint still. You know I'm with it. Let's get it.
In the bed, she a gymnast. Do tricks with the pussy, fake magic. Tryna make a play, bitch, what's happening? Let's not waste time, no capping. I got my action. Can you handle the spotlight? Can you handle the spotlight?
Really ask yourself a question, baby. Can you handle it?
Yes, sir. That's OGT and Blackie out of Oxnard, California. That joint is called Cloud Talk. If you like it, make sure you add it to your libraries and playlists. I'll actually go ahead and drop it in the chat. Y'all got the chat busting today. I love it. I love it when the chat is this active. But it was hard to keep up with everything, so I wasn't dropping the titles I wasn't dropping the titles in the chat the way I usually do because I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss none of the conversation. Neighborhoods of Cali says, these guys not bad. They not bad at all. I like them boys. Grambino 740 says, so things worth mentioning about Diddy. About 50% of the women... Wait, hold on. About 50% of women experience something similar at some point in their lives. That's a conservative estimate. Dude paid $50K to make this go away, and like you can count about 5 felonies in about 60 seconds of the video. That dude is a trash fire in a dumpster rolling down the river Styx, and DV is one of the big red flags for much more violent behavior. Take women seriously. The only difference is this time it's on video. The name Uno says, watch my story. The name Uno says, watch both ours. We funny. We funnier. Yeah, so we gonna talk about Diddy. I'm gonna see if I can pull up this footage, because if you haven't seen it, it's rough. It's rough to look at, but it's necessary to see because this nigga is a monster, bro. I've said this, like I already have a whole breakdown about how I felt about Diddy up until this point, like during the house raid and all that. So you can go to our YouTube channel and look up. You can go to our YouTube channel and watch past episodes. There's a thumbnail with Diddy's face on it. It's the Diddy episode. You can go watch that. But I definitely want to say trigger warning for anybody in here who may get triggered by domestic violence, because he's putting the brakes. He's putting the pause. He is putting the pause, and it's hard to watch. Like the way, like, just hold on. Okay, here we go. So this is footage from CNN. It has to have way more views than that. This is like all I see on my feed right now. I'm not gonna play the audio, but y'all just watch this video while we talk about this, cause this shit is out of control. Like, god damn it. It's really disappointing too, because I feel like hip hop is just taking so many L's, I think, this year. And this is one of the biggest. This is one of the biggest because for me, like I've said this on earlier streams, it's really hard for me to separate people's art from their actions once I know about their actions, right? Like if I don't know about their actions, then I can listen. I could two-step, I could diddy bop to that shit all day. But like, if then I find out, like if you have my favorite song and then I find out like you're a fucking you fucking are a sex trafficker, I can no longer like listen to your music the same. You know what I'm saying? Like I just can't do it. My brain won't allow me to do it. I'm not telling anybody that they're wrong if they can, but I'm not the type of person that can do that. And Diddy, for better or for worse, Diddy is I can't even lie, man. Like Biggie is one of my favorite rappers in the world. Bad Boy has had some of my most favorite and like coveted hip hop moments as a kid. Like coming up, he really did something in culture that I had never seen before and really inspired me to want to affect culture in the same way. And so this, to me, to like, I've admitted that he was a monster way, way before this, but to see this in action is just like, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking on so many levels. Like, fuck my heartbreak. Like, I feel bad for Cassie, like that people didn't believe her. I feel bad on that level, but like on a less important level, I'm also just like culturally disappointed in what I'm seeing, because I mean the way that he's manhandling her like that, he doesn't care whether she lives or dies. Like she's not a human to him. And that like when you see that kind of behavior, like when he cocked back like that and he put everything he had into that punch, like he gave no fucks about her well-being, no fucks about her life, and to do that in a towel in a public hotel means that, to me, that suggests that he knew he was going to get away with that. Like in his mind, there was no world in which he wasn't going to get away. He's standing in the hallway half naked, super fucking, this is 2016. So the height of fame, Diddy is at the height of his fame, the height of his wealth in 2016. Standing half naked in a public hotel after he just beat another celebrity down, another woman down. Like, all of that to me suggests that he knew in his heart that he was never going to suffer any consequences for that kind of behavior, which to me says, what if you thought you were going to get away with that? What are you getting away with that we don't know about? What are you getting? Because for you to have that much confidence, for you to punt Cassie, can I be real? And I've said this before. Cassie to me is one of the most beautiful human beings I've ever seen in life. And period. To me, like I can't. Like she's so fine. She's one of those like so fine people that like when you think about who's on your list of fine people, I forget to add her because she's like so fine that it's just no need to put her on the list. Like that's how fine Cassie is. And like for you to just punch somebody, like I'm not saying that her beauty has anything to do with violence, but like I do feel like if you're a decent person, especially if you're a decent heterosexual male, when you see that level of beauty, there's like a natural instinct for you to not want to harm them. You know what I'm saying? Like regardless of if you like them or don't like them or attracted to them or not attracted, there's like a natural instinct to not want to harm them. You know what I'm saying? And like for you to just be able to hit her in the face like she's a like she's a thief is crazy. And then to see her laid out on the floor and then you try to punt her into the wall, crazy. The follow through on his kick was nuts. Mark Lamont Hill said Diddy kicked Cassie the same way that Shitty Boy kicked Nipsey Hussle after he shot him. And that shit hit me in my chest like, whoa, Diddy really did do that. Diddy really did do that, yo. Jordan Madero says, money can get you out of almost anything. Peace out. Misha's in the chat. What's up, lady? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Dirto the God says, right? Cassie is a baddie, but Buddy Pimp Hand was strong that night. Shit is crazy. Grambino 740 says, I mean dirt, maybe. Kanye got a pass. Why not Diddy? Dirto the God says, yeah, Buddy is cooked. Grambino says, it sure explains why all his artists leave to find God. Phyllis Driller says, SMH, shit is so bad. Grambino says, the crazy thing to me is that people still are defending him. That to me is the wildest part, is that people still, I mean, I haven't seen anybody defend him today. This is kind of indefensible, but I know that we will see people defend Diddy, and that's fucking gross. What I am glad is too positive a word because none of this is good, but I can't think of a better word. So what I am glad about out of this footage coming to light is that people will start to focus on the right things about this case, focus on how he's a monster, and focus on how he allegedly treated Cassie this way the entire time through their relationship, and not focus on the fact that he's gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody is this much of a monster, who cares if they're gay? Who cares? Like, get this nigga off the streets. That's crazy. That's crazy that, like, for this whole time, we've just been having the conversation of him liking dick. And this kind of behavior was documented in Cassie's case the entire time. Like, this was out in the open. If you cared to read the case at all, this information was out in the open the whole time, and all anybody cared about was whether or not this nigga was gay. That shit is wild. Wildflower the artist says, I personally don't think we should separate people from their art. It's the essence of them. I don't disagree with that. I think that's why I'm unable to do it. I can't separate people from their art. Like, so it sucks because some of my favorite old school music is Diddy music, but I will be pulling it out of the catalog for sure because I can't, like, that's crazy, man. Like, I can't get jiggy to that shit at all. Jordan Madero says money can get you get you out of almost anything. Peace out Mish says, can you imagine what happens behind closed doors? Anyone, I don't give a fuck who they are. Anyone that hits women or kids are bitches. I ain't even gonna argue with you on that one. Peace out Mish says, he's an insecure person with money. Promontory Ryder just joined. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. I personally think that all of this monstrous behavior from Diddy comes from the fact that he is gay and knows that he exists in a world and a culture that won't accept him for being gay. And so this is like him just super lashing out. And it's sad. it's sad on so many fronts, but I mean, I feel way worse for Cassie than I do for Diddy. Like, he's the powerful, you know what I'm saying? He has so much power, and the way he has chosen to abuse his power is one of the grossest things that I've ever seen, man. Like, to burn your legacy to the ground in this fashion. And we've seen Diddy burn his legacy to the ground. In my opinion, we've seen Kanye burn his legacy to the ground. And we're watching Drake burn his legacy, or get his legacy burnt down to the ground. Someone else burnt his legacy down, but just to see all of these legacies be like tarnished. I don't think Drake's legacy is being burned to the ground, but it's definitely tarnished. Like, it definitely has a scuff mark on Drake's legacy. But and I think Kendrick's legacy, when it's all said and done, will have a huge scuff mark. I don't think this, like, Kendrick better pray Drake is a pedophile, because if he's not, that shit is just not gonna age well at all. Like, it's not going to age well at all. And I think that's going to be a huge mark on Kendrick's legacy, personally. But time will tell. One Matthew Aaron just joined. Slow Motion Film just joined. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Peace out. Misha's in the building. Thank you. Oh, wait. No, I already told you. Thank you for joining. You said, but celebrities know he's gay. Everything will come to light this year, specifically with the celebs. It's going to be interesting. And, just because celebrities know that he's gay, that doesn't mean that the rest of the world would. Why do you think No Diddy is a thing? No Diddy is a thing because that's somebody saying, I might have said something gay, but I'm saying No Diddy to let you know that I'm not gay. Which, the fact that that saying even exists means that there are tons of people in the world that are concerned with not being associated with gay things. And Diddy knows that. He knows that if he comes out as gay, there's going to be a huge majority of his fan base, of his consumer base, that will not support him. And because he's a supreme hyper-capitalist, he would rather cause harm than seek help. And there you have it. That's my analysis. I definitely want to be clear before I get out of here that it's all love. Shout out to FG Thriller, man. I just there's no other way for me to respond to you than this. So if you're going to continue to tag me in 200 posts about this Kendrick and Drake battle, this is where I'm going to be responding to it at, whether you show up or not. Hopefully you can accept that. I don't have an issue with you. So hopefully you don't have an issue with me, but that's where that's going to land. I hope you and Uno, I don't care if you piece it up, but I hope y'all can leave it where it's at on the internet. Shout out to Uno for being in the chat. Shout out to everybody that came through today. I really do appreciate that. Typically we count down the top 5 music videos during this episode, but I had a lot of things to address, so we didn't get to do that. If you missed any portion of this stream, you can catch the whole episode on our Twitch or on our YouTube channel. And if you like what you saw and you want to support the stream, tap the links in our bio or visit bonfire.xyz/connectthecoast and get yourself some merchandise. That's the best way to support this stream, is by buying our hoodies. That means a lot. And then shout out to our sponsors. Shout out to The Source. Shout out to Station Head. Shout out to Favor. Station Head and Favor are apps on the Google Play and Apple App Store. Download those apps and follow Connect the Coast. The Source is a local dispensary that delivers weed directly to your location if you're in San Luis Obispo or Kern counties. So hit up thesourceslo.com if you're a weed smoker like myself, and they'll bring you some weed. They'll get you high on delivery, on demand. You know what I'm saying? I will be back on Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. If you're watching and this is your first time watching but you haven't followed, please tap that follow button, tap that notification bell so you know when we go live, because we need that support to grow. The Shuck Ups is in here. What's good, the Shuck Ups? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Alexandria Rivera is in here. What up, girl? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. The Shuck Up CC says, I love to see y'all do a roast rap on each other and dap it up after. I don't even need to see that. I just don't want to see it taken no further. You know what I'm saying? It's up to y'all how y'all want to resolve it, but hopefully you resolve it. that is all for now. I think everybody have a great weekend. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. Hopefully I see you out there in the streets because I'll be outside. If you see me, come say what up. Come have a drink with me. Tyler Davignon. That's a fancy name. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream. Everybody have a good night. Listen to this brand new Shorty Doo-Wop. It's not even out yet, yo. We don't even have a title for it yet. Hopefully you like it. CTC Radio. I'm out. Peace.
On the bass, so you know the bitch. Just me and you. What's good with you? Yo king, yo prince, my queen, my bitch. Your lips, your eyes, your hips.